Let's kick this. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Stardom Review. I am your co-host Undersea. Right over here, it's the kick this princess herself. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
Oh, I am doing great, Andre. I'm so happy. I just threw that out there right before we went on here, and you just ran with it. I love it.
I started right before I started recording. I started rapping like kick this, kick this, and then we were dancing to it. And I started the show. So I figured, I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna have some fun with it.
What a day it's been today. It's been a weird
Holy
day.
crap! Today's been just bonkers.
Yeah, I told you all about my bonkers day, but how was yours, my friend?
Oh, well, I woke up this morning expecting to record this show. You slept in, so
I sure did.
I had time after work, so we were good. We can record after work. So went to work today, and my store's closing down, and we moved everything to 20 from 15 to 20% off today. Oh my god, people are insane. I was told there was a fist fight over soil that was on for like 75% off. Holy
A fist fight over soil.
Or sorry, no, mulch. There was a fist fight over mulch.
In that case, I fully understand.
And it wasn't even marked down as much as soil.
What? Ladies and gentlemen, come on.
Life is life.
People go and peep.
The old fighting Irish right there. But that's mine. And then just had a long, busy day at work, and now I'm come home to talk with my Melball.
What a better way to end your day.
There's some better ways, but this is a pretty damn good way.
That it is. And especially Stardom. And what a show.
Yeah.
No.
There's some great matches on the show. I had a really good time with her. A little disappointed at times, but really good show overall.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I had some disappointments as well, yes. Be interesting to see if our disappointments align. I think they do.
I have one disappointment mainly, but before we get into that, we want to thank each and every one of you. We really appreciate all the great support from all y'all guys. Please keep liking the video, subscribing to the channel, commenting down below, sharing us out to all your friends, your family, your enemies, your acquaintances, your coworkers, your homeless people on the street, whatever. Because trust me,
homeless people. Stephanie's his great aunt.
Homeless people do have phones. I know that.
There you go.
Some do. Some actually do. And thank you guys so all very much for everything. And please don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
No,
it's a little late.
I'm too tired.
It's also a little late again.
Leave whatever it is on the porch and go away.
Unless you're dark-eyed children, then just go.
Yeah. But we are going to get into it. Stardom in KORAKUEN from November 28th, featuring the one-night four-lady tournament to determine who will wrestle Suzu Suzuki at All-Star Dream Queendom for the Goddess of Stardom Tag Team titles.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to kick it off. The return of Arena. Arena's back on the show. Arena versus the newest of the young starlets. I don't know.
I like starlets. Starlets cute.
Of the starlets. Yuzuki. I don't know anything about this girl. Haven't done any research on this girl because I literally watched this whole show from like 5 a.m. this morning till about 8:20 when I was getting ready to do this show, and then you slept in, so it was interesting. But yeah, it's my fault. I haven't done any research on
her fault. It's my fault. I slept in.
Yeah, but she looks like a child, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know who she kind of reminded me of? A little bit of Miyu Yamasaki.
Yeah, she got that feel.
Her gear very much.
Yeah, a fun little match. I think she looked good here. There was a really cool spot where she had a rope walk into a bulldog, and then hits a drop kick. Really good little spot by Yuzuki there. Rina is always just ripping out those judo sweeps and using her judo background throughout the match.
Mhm.
The match comes. Yuzuki gets a quick roll up for two, but Rina gets out, picks her up, slams her, and hits the top rope stomp for the win.
Mhm. Mhm. Noticing that you can always pick up when, like in NJPW, there is a baseline of moves that the young lions have that they're allowed to use before the kind of end of their, we'll say, time there at NJPW before they start using a little more individualized moves. We'll say.
Hmm.
Um, in this case, we are. I don't know if you're noticing, but I'm noticing with some of the starlets. Is what you were calling them. I like
Yeah,
that.
I don't know what to call
Um,
them.
the drop kick is hella important in this beginner kind of set. And we saw the story where she was trying to drop kick and put down Rena for a little bit, and Rena was not going. And we see this before in other matches with particularly what was Aya Sakurai. We haven't seen her in a hot minute.
No. Waka was very famous for that early on when we were watching her about a year ago. So,
Mhm.
like she was doing a lot of drop kick, drop kick, drop kick, drop kick, drop kick, drop kick, drop kick. So
Yeah,
yeah,
try and pick up that stuff. So we saw this a little bit more here. I thought Rena did a tremendous job, though. Really
yeah.
relied on her kicks to kind of set things up, which I really like. Is kind of becoming a signature of her.
Mm.
I really like the attitude that she has. And was this for the title? Sorry,
No, this is just a
no,
basic
just a
singles.
cool. Cool.
Yep.
I was gonna say there wasn't any pomp and circumstance like there usually is after a title
No,
defense. So.
no. So we will move on to the probably worst match on the show, in my personal opinion. Not that either person did bad. It's just
You don't like the clown.
no, even Fuki. Like it's another it's almost just another Fukikin death match almost. Like it's she does it's almost matches for her are super similar. So we got Fukikin death versus Hina. And again, not to shit on it because she does good work at certain times, but a lot of these early open match cards that she's on, it's just she gets her corner, Fukikin death runs into the boot, that runs into the boot, runs into the boot, and again it happened here. She grabs uh, Hina by the nose and like pulling around by the nose. Yeah, not bad. It's like some of it's humorous, but again, it's
It's like a
she's
Yano match.
yeah, she's doing the poses early. She offers Hina the smoke, but then like messes with her, so Hina ends up judo tossing her for two, like the fake smoke cigarette. Um, Vuki really working the eye poke in this match. Just really working that eye poke over. But in the end, Hina hits the drop kick and the judo sweep for two. Vuki and Death just O'Connor rolls her, and the match is over. And it was just like, oh, okay, let's move on.
I actually enjoyed this match a little bit because then Rena was also at ringside supporting Fukigen Death at the end there, especially.
Mm.
Um, I find it interesting the dynamic with the stories that they do, where like sometimes Rena and Hina are teamed together and they kind of function together, and then other times like this, um, Rena's pointing and laughing at her sister after she lost. But I can understand what you mean. There is a certain degree of repetition that does seem to happen with Fukiken in these kinds of matches, and where like a showcasing almost of the other person happens, even though they are usually on the losing end, because Fukiken doesn't lose very often. She's usually on the winning end of things.
Nor does her partner Billiken.
No, Billiken's pretty strong too. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I prefer Fuki as part of multi-person matches or in tag matches because
Mm,
we get the shtick every little bit, but it doesn't overpower as much.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, the
agree.
thing
I agree.
like I again I don't like creepy clowns, but I'm getting used to Fuki, and she's a good wrestler overall.
Oh
I just
yeah.
don't like creepy clowns outside of, I guess, one in our opinion. I guess, but
Hey,
whatever.
well, pray that the one doesn't show up on Friday at Top Talent then.
Well, no, the one from Love Wrestling.
Oh no, I like her, but I'm
Yeah.
talking about Friday.
Oh no, God, please, God, no. Like she made it creepy. The other girl was freaky, but not creepy. But that one was creepy, but not freaky. It was weird. Oh God, no! I blocked that
Oh,
out of
I'm
my
not gonna
brain.
respond on that one.
I blocked it out of my brain.
Well, I'm happy I
Oh,
unlocked that for you.
you are not my friend anymore.
Oh,
We move on three ways.
rude.
Say Arianu, Mio Amasaki, and Hanako. Mio gets the mic before the match. She says Mio and Hanako are both from wherever the heck they are at, Nagoya. And then she says they're gonna win. Hanako does the like puts her hand up in the air, and both girls start jumping, but then you stomp her feet.
Mhm.
Hanako does come back with a double clothesline. She gets a beautiful double single leg crab. Two like each one. It was great.
She did that really, really well.
Yeah, Anu really getting fired up in this match. When she was in there, looking really good. Mio gets the drop kick to the knee, the DDT, then the drop kick to the back for two. She follows it up with the pendulum DDT on Anu, but the pin gets broken up. Mio and Hanako each hitting moves to sorry, me and Hanako, yeah, I said that. Hitting moves each to Anu, but they keep breaking up each other's pins because like they won't let each other win. They start trading strikes. Mia goes for a backslide, but Anu just rolls them both over, but she only gets a 2 count out of it. Anu attacks both, hits the double drop kick. Hanako hits a big boot to Anu and gets a 2. Hanako hits a huge lariat to Miu, and then Anu hits Hanako with a German, which was very impressive. Anu then hits the Fisherman suplex to Hanako for 2. Then she gets the Hurricane Rana into the pinfall, and Anu gets the win.
hmm
No,
hmm
I really don't think there was a surprise on who was winning this match.
No, no, it was definitely obvious. But man, oh man, was it a fun ride? And the other
Mm-hmm.
ones made us think that there's a possibility. How great has Oriano just become in my books? Like, man, oh man. Remember, like a year ago, I'm just like, who dis? I don't like
Mm-hmm.
her. She was bland. She didn't have the personality. There's more personality in this picture of her
Mm-hmm.
right here. That like so good. That's more personality than she's shown, but she's actually expressing some kind of emotion in this picture. I love it. That's just how much she's grown and evolved this year. It's incredible. Loving that new gear on Anu. Um, it was a little questionable at the beginning there, but man, has she made it work, and she looks so good doing it. The expressions on her face throughout this match when she was involved was so good. I really, really have enjoyed how she's just come. Hanako, she was so fun in this match. She made me believe she was going to win. My hair is stuck in the title belt. Oh my gosh, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, Hanako, so impressive in this match. She's just gotten so much better, so much better, and so much better each time we see her. There is a very consistent and constant growth and evolution happening with her, and I live for it because like it's at a point where you can throw her in there with any combination of anybody in the back against any combination of anybody in the back, and she's going to perform, and she's going to perform well. That's extremely impressive. And especially for how long she's only been there. She hasn't even been there a year yet. It's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressive. And then Mio. I mean, I just love Mio. She's always consistently doing well. Her gear is so good. I love the little strappy gear. But she's so energetic and charismatic. She can just pull in a crowd and have them entranced. Is that the right word? For the entire match. She does so good. And that DDT of hers, she gets really, really like showy for. I really like it, especially when she starts to kick her legs. So cute. This was a fun match. But you're absolutely right. It was very obvious who's going to win.
Yeah. We move on to a match that wasn't as obvious on the win, but it didn't surprise me. Oedo ties Natsuka Tora, Ruaka, and Starlight Kid versus Stars Hanan, Hazuki, and Saya Ida. The new Blood Tag Team champions, Hanan and Saya Ida, in this match.
Yeah.
Stars triple team Ruaka early. Hazuki goes for the or the running boot and boot late and face wash in the ropes, but Oedo Tai comes in. But the Stars end up ganging up on them. They get the triple face wash and running boot in the ropes to all of Oedo Tai. Hanan gets the body tack in the ropes, but Ruaka knocks her down and tags out. Starlight Kid in with drop kicks, does a step over, like step on the person over into the standing moonsault for 2, then turns it into a stretch muffler, but Ida breaks it up. I shouldn't be hitting my mic. Starlight Kid and Hanan go back and forth, trading shots, really good, and even start trading suplexes back and forth. Ida with the speed chops to Tora, but Tora comes back with a hard shoulder block, dropping her. Hazuki comes in, hits a code breaker, and starts triple team Tora with the wheelbarrow bulldog. Ida hits the shoulder block off the second rope, or off the top rope, sorry, for 2. Oedo Tai double team Ida, but she comes back with Lariat, starts trading strikes to Tora, hits the Lariat and the spine buster to Tora for 2. That spine buster looked perfect. Like, looked great. Like, this girl's coming along so well, man.
Mm-hmm.
Tora gets a splash, like crashes into her on the ropes, and then hits the cannonball against the bottom rope. Ida gets an Ida Bashi out of nowhere for 2. Everyone in and out hitting strikes. Everybody's just attacking. Oedo Tai double team Ida. Tora hits a Death Valley bomb onto Ida, and she gets the win.
So good. This was the best Oedo Tai did this night. Because we got stuff to talk about later. Such a good match, though. What a great combination of Oedo Tai. I mean, they are very similar to Stars, though. These two teams, in that you can have any combination of any member of Stars, any combination of any member of Oedo Tai, and they are just gonna put on one hell of a show. Ida worked.
Except Fuki.
Set in a tag competition, she would be good.
She's better. Doesn't mean she's good.
Yeah, but she's good because we get the death and the pose. More people with a pose. It's fun. It's enjoyable. Ida really showcased in this one a lot. I felt that when Hazuki was in there, she was just a wrecking ball. But I felt that she wasn't in there, and same with Hanan, not nearly as much as Ida. Hanan, though, it's been so nice to see her post Mariah May, but man, I miss the combination of those two. I hope we'll get to see them again sometime, because man, it was so fun. I hope she carries on the lineage. You know which lineage I'm talking about, the mask one.
Sexy Dynamite Princess.
Yes. Hope she carries that on. Ruak got some extensions in, looking nice. She's always, as I've mentioned in videos before, performing just so good. Very, very dominant. Very, very great. As you mentioned before, now I can't unsee it. She really is like a miniature version, a younger version of Tora, but just with her own little touch of Ruaka flair on it. That makes her so same but different. It's so fun. And just Tora is just Tora, man. I do want to say I appreciate Starlight Kid coming back from injury, throwing herself right into competition. I think the last video I mentioned, she did look a little iffy on the ankle. You wouldn't even know it in this one. She was right back to where she was, very confident with her movements. She knew what she was doing. She was confident where she was going. Oh, Starlight Kid is back. And that could be danger for May May. if Starlight Kid decides that she wants that high speed title.
Danger, 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 danger,
Hurry to the danger zone.
danger, 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 danger.
That's the rhythm today. That's the template.
Yeah. We move on. First semifinal in the World of Stardom New Champion Advanced Tournament first round match.
Yeah, that's
World
a
of
mouthful.
Stardom titled New Champion Advanced Tournament first round match. Okay. Momo Watanabe versus Mina Shirakawa. They trade shots early. Mina sends Momo to the floor. Tora ends up pulling Mina off the top and starts running her into the chairs on the floor. And this is where I lost all faith in the referees because this is blatant outside interference. You are literally yelling at them. Why are you not disqualifying? This should have been over in a minute. Mina should have had a free bye into the finals at this point. Like,
Maybe we need
ah!
to look up what the actual like rules in this one were.
The refs need to go back to goddamn ref school.
I can agree with that. I was not happy with this.
So in the ring, Momo gets her card kicks and running kicks. She's choking Mina in the ring. Mina fights back with the lariat. She fights off Fuki and Death, who tries to get involved. Then sends Momo out and hits a high cross off the top to all of Oedo Tai on the floor. Back in the ring, she hits the magic screw for two. Mina rolls through the dude bust, rolls through out of the dude buster into a drop kick. They're both down. They trade strikes. They trade chest kicks. Momo blocks one and she drops Mina with a head kick, hits a buzzsaw kick, then the running Meteora. Momo goes to the second rope and hits another Meteora for two. Momo goes back up, but Mina kicks her up top, goes up. Mina hits an Impaler DDT off the top, then follows up with another Impaler DDT, but can only get two. She hits the running Insaguri, also known as the Glorious Sword, and she tries the Glorious Driver, but Momo slips out, but Mina hits the back fist. Momo runs Mina into the ref, hits her with the bat. Momo hits the inverted dude buster, but only gets two. Mina reverses out of a move, I'm not sure what it was, gets the seatbelt pin, but the ref is pulled out. Tora then comes in, hits a Death Valley bomb. Momo hits a punt kick to the head. Momo picks her up. Peach Sunrise rolls through another Peach Sunrise with the bridge, and Momo Watanabe is your winner and moving on to the finals later in the evening.
Usually we're saying like that House of Torture should be taking some lessons from Oedo Tai and their shenaniganisms. And this is the night that we found out that Oedo Tai took some of House of Torture shenaniganisms. Is that a word? Did I just create one?
If it's not, we're gonna get it made a real word.
Shenaniganisms.
Shenaniganism.
Love it. Yeah, I was not happy with this. As soon as that started happening, I had the same reaction of the House of Torture stuff. I was like, come on. It's bad enough we need to pollute my life with that ish on NJPW. Why we got to do that here? That was just uncalled for. And you're right. It was annoyance that the refs weren't doing anything about it, especially when they were victimized by the very people. It's like we were watching the Mean Girls like actually take over the school. Regina George yeeted the reef. Reef? Ref. I don't know why I put another E in there. Why did you just become Geordie? Yeah, I wasn't happy about the result of this. Andre, what do you think, my friend?
I was disappointed. Everybody knows I'm a huge Mina homer here. It's Mina, Julia, and Saida. Those are my top three. Um, and the fact that we just like if this would have been a straight up, I wouldn't be bothered by Momo moving on in this tournament. The fact that there was such a blatant cheating, all this stuff in front of the ref, pulling the ref out, all of it, I don't know, just I'm just disappointed.
Oh, yeah, me too, man. Me too. Oh, my face hurts from like laughing so hard internally at that.
I'm Zandikin Jr.
What? Wow. Oh, oh, you have significantly less hair though.
It is 11:02 p.m. as we record this. I'm very tired, so I'm making my own jokes. We good? Are we good on this one?
Yes, sir, we are.
All right, let's move on. We're moving on to
Yes.
the other half of the World of Stardom new title, new champion, advanced tournament, first round match. It's Micah versus Ami Saray. Micah carrying the vacant Goddess of Stardom title. Her and Bane both had the titles on this show, and they did say they called themselves the champions at the last show when they won the tournament and the titles have been vacated, but they have not been awarded the belts. According, if you look at everywhere online, at least before the Nagoya show or the Big Winter in Nagoya show, or in Nagano, whatever heck place it was, they were not officially the champions. Even though they were carrying the titles around, they were not officially the champions. So they had the championship title shot at Big Winter, but Nagoya Big Winter, but not the champions. Got to point that out.
Someone's gonna lose their job then because someone let them into the armory and get away with it.
They probably just attacked Rossi Ogawa after the press conference and took the belts.
I was gonna say Megan Bane is a little intimidating.
Yeah. So we start the match. Ami attack. I literally wrote "my" instead of Ami. What the hell? Ami attacks Micah on the apron, knocking her to the floor during her entrance. The bell rings right after that. She runs Micah into the chair. Micah then runs Ami into the chair. They fight on the floor. Ami drops her with the shoulder block. They're back in the ring. Ami's getting. Man, I wrote "my" a couple times. What the fuck? Ami getting chops in the ring. And Micah tries to reverse, but Ami reverses into more chops, and they end up in the corner with even more chops. It's like every time Micah would try to come out, Ami would spin her back onto the ropes, and eventually gets her to the corner. It's a great sequence there. Ami hits a spinning Samoan drop for 2. Torture rack by Ami places Mike in the corner. She hits a splash in the corner, and then it's a sliding lariat for 2. Micah comes back with the power slam and a sliding lariat for 2. Micah slips out of a suplex by Ami into the sleeper, taking Ami to the mat, but Ami does get to the ropes. They slam into each other with lariats repeatedly, and Ami finally drops Micah. They trade back drops and lariats until both eventually go down. Ami hits a headbutt and a lariat, but can only get 2. Micah slips off the shoulders into a lariat, then a discus lariat, but again only 2. Ami hits the suplex, then the blue thunder bomb, but 2.9. Micah gets that shoulder up. She drags Micah up and she pulls her up, hits some strikes, but Micah comes back, hits her own strikes, hits a discus lariat for 2. She picks up Ami, Michinoku driver 2, and Micah is moving on to the finals to face off against the dastardly, the evil, the Wicked Witch of the West Wing, Momo Watanabe.
Wow. Wow. Strong words for Momo. Holy language, sir. Language. Oof. This match was just a pure power match. We've seen these two go head to head before, and this did not disappoint. I mean, Ami, man, she put everything out there. She worked so hard in this match. I don't think I've actually mentioned it before, but I do really like her new gear with the cute little arm thingamajiggies. I think it's a nice little different look that sets her apart from everybody else, and with the dragon design on it too, just really really cool. Um, I really liked Micah in this match though, because she was just turned up. She was mad. She wanted to. she wasn't raising the roof. No, she wasn't dancing yet.
You said she was turned up, so I'm like, getting turned.
Yeah, the kids use that for like weird shit now. I don't know.
Oh, it's getting turned.
Um, yeah, she beat the holy heck crap out of Ami, but man, did Ami keep getting back up. Whew, so good. But the end for me was just so picture perfect because it was just it. It was literally them trading up into those last couple moves. What you shaking there, sir?
I'm just mocking you.
Rude. I'm not doing this. I'm shaking my thing. Italiano. Gaga, gaga, gaga. Rude.
I don't know. We move on. Singles match: Scandinavian Hurricane versus Tekla.
No.
Tekla being a real bitch to May during her entrance when she's holding the ropes over. She's like getting in her face and trying to be all intimidating. What do I
Rude.
mean? I was like, come on. You may be fighting on the second, but come on. I
Did
don't know.
not to be so rude. Why you
No.
gotta be so rude?
Why you gotta be so rude? I don't remember the rest of the words. Too early. Sorry, not early. Too late at night. Fuck.
It'll be early if we keep
Yeah.
going.
Great start early on with both like avoiding the kicks, avoiding the strikes, trying to really get away from like not run away from each other, but really trying to dodge out of the way. Thekla ends up diving to the floor to try to get away from Hurricane. Uh, she misses a 619 on the rope. Scandinavian or misses 619 in the ropes. Thekla gets kicks in the ropes, and then comes out from the apron, then hits a high cross off the top. She gets an arm bar, but Hurricane gets to the ropes. Hurricane with kicks, then does that as she gets sent to the ropes. She does that, grabs the rope and like flips backwards through, then pulls herself back through, like essentially what Ray Phoenix does into like that rewind kick to the head
Oh
for
yeah,
two.
yeah, I like that.
Like Ray Phoenix does it where he gets thrown to the ropes and he swings to the ropes and swings back and hits that rewind kick to the head.
Mhm.
She did it and she did it perfectly. Um, Hurricane with kicks. Thekla comes back with strikes to the face. Hurricane with more kicks. She does this like dropping sweeping kick to take her down. It was great. Haven't seen it since I haven't seen something like that since like a '90s martial arts movie. Uh, Hurricane goes to the top. Thekla joins her up there, hits the superplex for two. She transitions into an armbar, but Hurricane works her way out. She gets the single leg crab, but Thekla works her way out. Thekla then spider dodges a Larry, hits the spear. She hits the head kick and the thrust kick. Hurricane stops the fairy tale ending and gets a judo toss into an armbar into a pin for two. Hurricane kicks Thekla, sending her out. Hits a tope suicida to Thekla and everybody else on the floor. Thekla, they're fighting on the floor. Thekla gets a standing guillotine, and they both get counted out at 20. I'm happy they both didn't roll in at 19. I prefer them just getting counted out here, honestly.
Mhm.
Really
I
good match,
like
though.
that.
These two had such great chemistry. I really enjoyed it.
I also very much enjoyed this. You're right though. Thakla was healing it up in this one. Holy heck and crap! I dig it though. I like the change because it kind of matches the attitude that we have with her Artist of Stardom champion co-partner there in my Sakurai and the ladyship thing that we've been seeing with her. And then Julia, I mean, she's a double champion. She has the right to brag, but we have been seeing a little bit more attitude out of Donna Del Mondo, even Micah, flexing some attitude. Could we be seeing Donna Del Mondo starting to lean towards the heel aspect with the rumors of Julia potentially leaving? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But this
The
match was a
the
lot of.
the heel.
There is no heel there.
What's the heel of the
That
show?
is a platform at best. There is no elevation. Oh, it is so late. Okay, this I really like Scandinavian Hurricane. I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing out of her. Her match with Suri was top notch. This match with Thekla was top notch. We've got a few more matches with her too coming up
Well,
in.
a lot of what we were talking about last time have already happened on some like
Mhm.
little small shows, but she has her match with Nane at the big winter show that we're going to be reviewing. That'll
Yes.
probably come out next week because we'll probably record it this weekend, but it'll come out next week. So yeah,
Mm.
which we will be also dropping that on as an audio show on Sunday night's main event radio.
Hey, hey, look at
So
us
check
go.
check that out. So we're gonna be shouting them out a good bit coming going forward. So yeah,
We like working with people.
we do.
Hmm. Um, what else? What else? I think that's it. I left my iPad downstairs, so I don't. I don't have my notes or going off of memory.
Tiska Tiska.
I know. I wish I linked them up or something
Yeah, you want to link up.
later.
We move on. It's Donna Del Mundo, Julia, and Mai Sakurai taking on Gadzai, Mirai, and Suri. The goddamn new gear for Suri. It just looks great, man. But it makes her kind of look like Mei Mei. Like, even especially with this picture,
Just the hair color.
I almost thought she was Mei Mei for a second.
I can see that with the silver and the flaps. It's a little looser.
Yeah, and then
I could get that. Yeah.
but did and Mirai had different gear on today. Like she had a version of this, but with the same colors as Suri, the gray, like the silver kind of color.
Yeah.
It was like a little bit more muted. So like she
Hmm.
wasn't wearing this gear; she was wearing a silver version of the gear she's wearing in this picture.
Yes, I like
Um,
it.
so
Make
there
them
was a
look unified.
and there was a graph that came and said my Sakurai did a promo appearance at Fuji Soba because the crowd is cheering something, and I wasn't sure what it was, so I read it, and she recommended her dish of escargot tempura soba, and the crowd is chanting escargot, escargot. I was laughing so hard.
We've seen and heard some interesting chants. Both like, were you at the Raw show where they did that spot with Sheamus and Sandow, and we did the "Show Your Balls" chant?
No,
Oh gosh, I've been involved in that. I mean, there's been some kooky shit here on the indie scene that we've chanted.
I got into a chant of we want headlocks for pretty much an entire show and had the booker yelling at the wrestlers in the back because they wouldn't do they weren't going for the headlocks when the crowd was chanting for headlocks.
Good times, good times.
All thanks to a pro wrestler from another promotion.
Hey,
Oh, it's a
I
great night.
mean, glorious, glorious chaos, right?
Glorious, glorious chaos. Good back and forth early with Maya Mirai and the former tag team partners starting to lock up. Maya gets Mirai in the Paradise Lock, sits on her. Suri breaks it up when she drop holds Julia into Mirai. Suri and Mirai double team Mai. Mirai gets a two. Mai and Mirai trade strikes, and Mirai gets Mai down into a Paradise Lock, but Mai just slips out magically, like she's got the butter, I guess, to make sure her hands don't get selected. She's got the butter. Uh,
That lace, those lace sleevelets.
there you go. Suri comes in. She gets kicks to the back of Mai for two. Julia and Suri go back and forth, each dodging the other. Just great work there. And Julia does this like dance, and she gets slapped in the face by Suri, so she comes back at Suri with her own really hard slap. Suri hits everything is Suri. Um,
She
Mirai
did.
gets Mirai gets a top rope drop kick, and then gets it. Then gets the SS Columbia with Michelle for two. Uh, Donna Del Mundo double team Mirai. They hit a double suplex. They go to the top, hit the dual elbow drop, but the pin gets broken up. Suri hits Mai with the codebreaker. Mirai hits a lariat. Mai and Mirai trade strikes back and forth. Mai hits the big boot, but Mirai comes back with a drop kick and then a very harsh lariat. Mai she gets Mai up on her shoulders, but Mai slips off the shoulders into a backslide for that pin, but she can only get two. Julia and Suri are brawling off into the crowd at this point, tossing each other into the barricades. Mirai hits a camera cuts back right as she hits this lariat, and she gets the one, the two, the three. It felt very anticlimactic the way they were cutting in between.
Hmm.
And then Julia and Suri continue to brawl on the floor
Hmm.
after the match. Very kind of abrupt ending in the way they
Hmm.
were cutting the cameras. Like, I wish they knew how to do picture in picture because it's not that hard if you have if you're a decent ass production company. But yeah,
I mean, they're learning, right? They need to get quicker at the learning, but they are learning. Um, what they're joining with NJPW, right? I mean, NJPW arguably some of the better production
yeah.
out there. So, but NJPW strong, not so much. So, like, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Hey, hey, hey! I will defend New Japan Strong because the last show, Lone Star Shootout, and the show before it went pretty damn good for technical glitches
Yes, yes.
for
It
fighting
only took
Spirit
them two
Unleashed.
years to figure it out.
Yeah, but they figured it out.
2 years.
Yeah, they got it right. At
They haven't been existing for 2 years. They've only been existing for one. So we got one more to look forward to, unfortunately.
Stardom's
Um,
been around for a long time. But
yeah, I know, but their junior with NJPW has only been a little bit in comparison. This match was fun. The brawling between Suri and Julia is interesting because they always seem to find their way back to each other, don't they?
mhm.
They always seem to be in some kind of brawl or fight or spat with each other. Last year at this time, it was for this. Now neither of them has it. How interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
it's that whole fight forever.
and yeah, it kind of does feel that way because the two of them are so unique
Hmm.
and just very genius in what it is that they do that every time they get together and fight, they make it feel like a fight. They make it feel like a fight when they want it to be, but they also always make it different.
Mm.
It's always so very unique in their matches. It's never boring. It's just not repetition, but they're still doing their signatures. They're still pulling off their stuff, but they're pulling it off in different kinds or different styles of sequences or at different places with different things involved. It's always something fun and new. So I'm curious to see where that goes, to be honest. I was more curious about how that was going more than the match
Mhm.
itself, if I'm being honest.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, I got nothing else for this one, man.
When we move on, semi-main event evening, it is a six-woman tag. It's Crazy Star, May, Sarah, and Suzu Suzuki teaming up with the Megasis Megan Bane. They are taking on Queen's Quest, Azumi, Saya Kamatani, and Utami. Hayashida Mel is very happy to have Saya Kamatani back here in Stardom. So he's happy to have Utami Hayashida back.
Yeah. Heck, man. I was actually messaging our friend and lovely lady, the talented natural, while I was watching this match. And man, oh man, I was like, I don't know who I'm cheering for. What am I doing? Because, like, by the time Kamatani, who, by the way, what do you think of her new gear? Are you waiting for me
Kamatani?
to do it as well?
Yeah, I was waiting. And
Okay.
are we talking about Kamatani or Utami Hayashida?
So, first of all, let's talk about Kamatani.
Oh, I
'Cause
thought
she
I
was
did.
shedding like a motherfucker.
That shit looked just like her old gear, so I had
Oh
no notice.
no, no. Her old gear had the robe had like green and silver on it and
Oh,
the feathers that came off of it They were kind of like the mostly white, but then had the black
Oh, okay.
stripe in them.
I
His jacket was completely different, completely gold, mostly white feathering. I liked it. I liked it. And the gear that came along with it. Remember how critical I used to be of her fringe? I think the problem is there wasn't enough fringe. Now there's a lot of fringe and I love it because it kind of looks like feathers the way she has it and where she has it, which makes like perfect sense given that she's the golden phoenix. Utami though, I wasn't crying, you were crying. Um, when she came out, I was so happy, so happy. New gear for her, the ruffles on the feather, very or feathers, blah blah blah, ruffles on the shoulders, no feathers actually. The robe, very regal, felt like there was like a very interesting like styling of fringe on it that I usually associate with like the English monarchy um, kind of regalness about her. So happy to see her back. New gear as well. I really like her new gear. Very strappy. The way it fits, it just fits so well. And the new thigh high thingamajiggies. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what the technical term is. They're thingamajiggies
garters,
today.
garters.
They weren't really garters. They're just they're not functional, but they're not socks. They're just
Oh,
covers.
I thought you were
Like
talking about
those
like the
thigh
thing
high
that
things,
belts
and
in
they have all
between.
the little strippity straps on them. For her, they're never functional because she's just wearing the knee pads and the kick pads and the boots and whatever. But like, yeah, it just the overall look was so nice and refreshing to see, and like, she hasn't aged a bit, changed a bit, still got that really nice, fresh, minimal makeup, really nice hair. It's nice to see Asmi again. Man, but yeah, take us into this match before I start, just blibbity blabbing too much about how great they looked.
Yeah, really good back and forth between Sai and Suzu Suzuki early on. I want to see these two go at it some more. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, just really good back and forth. They made me coming in high speeding it up, just moving like a little bullet. Um, Utami comes in at one point, running into Bane when Bane's in there. Um, but she's not doing anything. Bane like drops Utami with a beautiful shoulder block. Uh, Aphrodite double team Bane. Utami gets a 2 count. Utami up on the second rope and get for the drop kick. She gets sent over by Bane. Bane suplexes Utami back in, but then Utami slips out of the suplex and hits a huge German to make Bane look so goodness gracious good.
Frick. Have we seen
Um,
anybody do that to her yet in Stardom?
Not that I can recall, but it looked great.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, the spot where Saya Kamatani gets everybody to the floor, hits a beautiful springboard board cross off the top to everybody on the opposing team on the floor. Really good. Bane gets the fall away slam Samoan drop to Utami and Saya Kamatani. Um, Suzu comes in with a sick German, but Saya Kamatani comes back with a running kick. But Suzu then hits a tequila shot. Saya slips out of a German, hits a running kick again. Northern Lights suplex, triple Northern Lights suplex by Saya Kamatani, but she could only get two. She hits a beautiful Emerald Flosion, but again, only two. She picks up, I think it's Suzu again. Picks up Suzu again. Star Crusher, which is her fisherman driver move, versatile fisherman driver, and the bell sounds for 15 minutes. The time limit has expired.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
everybody calms down, breaks up. Aphrodite, Utami Hayashishita, and Saya Kamatani challenge Megan Bain and her partner, Micah, to a shot at the tag team titles on December 2nd at Big Winter in Nagoya, or Nagoya Big Winter, sorry. Divine Bane accepts the match. She says they are the champions, but they're not. They are the championship match holder, but they're not a champion yet.
Details, details,
Truth,
details, details.
truth.
Details, details.
Truth.
Shoosh. Anyway, that double,
Shoosh.
that double suplex that Bane did to Azumi and Utami, I think it was, or was it Azumi and Kamitani?
I don't remember.
I think it was Azumi and Utami, to be honest. And I want to bring it up because it was great, but not only just great that she was able to do it. I don't know if you noticed, Azumi kind of went up like a sack of potatoes. Um, she she struggled with her to get her over. She ended up muscling her over, but what was most impressive to me about it is that she muscled her over and maintained control with her left arm.
Hmm.
That's woof. I cannot do that. I mean, the left shoulder's wonky as it is, but like the control that she was able to maintain and still make sure Azumi got that full snap over there and that she didn't land on her head. Super duper impressive. They really targeted Kamatani's arm in this, really targeting that elbow that she just kind of got fixed when she sky sparkled herself onto Tam Nakano. Um, was I the only one holding my breath when she did the dive?
I was just hoping she'd get hurt again.
The same. I was just like, oh my god.
No, I was hoping she would get hurt again, so she'd go
Rude.
away.
Rude. Rude.
I'm joking, but you didn't get my joke. But what's new?
Schwarzenegger. I don't know. It's 11:30. What has happened in the last 30 minutes? Chaos, chaos, glorious chaos. Oh man. This match ended the way it needed to end because there was literally no way that you could have anybody pin or submitted in this because we've got Saya Kamitani and Utami returning and they're wanting to challenge for the Goddess of Stardom Championships. Then you have Suzu, who's the red belt um, challenger holder right now, essentially the briefcase holder. For that, you got Mei Mei, who's the high speed champion. You have Megasis, who's the Goddess of Stardom champion, arguably
Goddess
debatable.
of Stardom title championship match holder.
And then you have Azumi, who like arguably is the only one who doesn't have anything to kind of lose, but she does.
She
She
does.
what?
She has
She
a shot at.
does
She has a
because she's
shot at Julia.
challenging Julia.
I
And
just remember.
also, what happens if Azumi sets her sights on that high speed title again?
She never lost it.
There you
She
go.
never was ever pinned to lose that title because Saki pinned Fuki.
Exactly. So, lot that this match ended the way it needed to, and it showed off absolutely everything it needed to. And that German suplex by Utami on Megasis, unreal. So good, so good. Really great match.
So unreal it never existed.
No, it did.
So main event, it's World of Stardom title, new champion, advanced tournament final match. Momo Watanabe versus Micah. Good back and forth early, trying to gain dominance. Micah dumps Momo, just beautiful dumping her over the top. She goes for the apron PK, but she misses. So Momo gets the apron PK herself. Um, she tosses Micah into the chair, then into this metal barricade. Momo runs her into the apron ribs first. Momo tossing Micah by the hair in the ring, choking her in the corner. Momo smacking Micah in the face. It's a buzzsaw kick for two. She kicks out the arm of Micah. Every time Micah tries to fight back, Momo hits a vicious ass kick. Micah does fight back eventually, gets the shoulder block. She lets Momo take out Tora by dodging out of the way, and then she hits a lariat and a sliding lariat for two. Momo runs Micah into the corner, suplexes her into the corner, running Meteora twice, and Momo gets a 2 count. She gets the crossface chicken wing, but Micah blocks the suplex and hits hits like shots. Momo fights back, gets the inverted dude buster for two. They trade strikes at center. Momo with chest kicks, but one is caught, and she pulls it back, hits the head kick. Dude buster, but Micah kicks out at 2. Momo catches the discus lariat into the bridging a tiger suplex for 2. Momo puts Micah up top, but I'm sorry, I have to do something here. Oh, no. But Micah spills over into the sunset flip power bomb. Micah then hits a lariat, then the discus lariat in the corner. She puts Momo up top, hits the superplex, then rolls through into another suplex, but Momo kicks out at 2.8. Like it was nail biting at this point. Like I'm like going like, oh my god, this is so fucking good.
I know.
It was just utter perfection at this point, man. Absolutely tremendous here. Um, the, sorry. Momo pulls her up off a Michinoku driver attempt, gets a 2 count, then hits a kick. Swing, Micah fights back, gets a swing out slam. Momo then hits the half and half suplex, but she goes for the half and half suplex. Micah gets her off and gets out of it, and then she gets a off the shoulder sidewalk slam for 2. Micah then picks her up, Michinoku driver 2, and Micah will challenge Suzu Suzuki at the Dream Queendom show.
Isn't that being that
Well,
Suzu
she,
beats
she
Suzuki?
if Suzu beats Suzuki, or is it Suzuki? Yeah,
Yeah.
Suzuki at December 2nd show, they'll face off there. But yeah,
But like we're pretty certain. I mean, let's think about this from a little bit of a business perspective. It just makes more sense story wise. That the story that's been built over the better part of the spring and summer with Micah teaming with Suzu and Mei and Meg. Um, yeah, it makes sense, and the story that they're going to tell is going to be great. Um, the match though between Micah and Moma, I mean, these two have collided before. We've seen them collide a number of times. I just love seeing these two just go off on each other and just start beating the holy heckin' crap out of each other the way they did in this match because it's so well placed. Momo's kicks are just deadly and always on point. She's always swinging and she always knows where they're going and how she's going to connect with that. But
mm-hmm.
What is that move from Meteora?
The running double knees, yeah.
So killer. But that thing, what is that thing that she does where she swings, you're behind her, she swings your head in between her legs and you just sits down on your back? Like she sits you down on your back.
Oh, the Dude Buster.
That's the Dude Buster.
Yeah.
Holy man, so good at pulling those off. They always look super impressive to me. And it's like, I feel like it's a little simple, but again, we like how and we know how I like my simple but effective moves. This was a hell of a match, and I was so happy, especially based on how the evening went earlier, that Oedo Tai got their comeuppance, and we got to see Julia and Thekla and Mai congratulating Micah, who's now stepped up and gets a guaranteed shot at the World of Stardom title. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, so we did get a speech after. Micah says, Ryogoku. It's 11:35 or 36 p.m. Give me a break.
I'm being supportive.
The red belt match has been decided. That was really too tough, but I'm the one standing in the ring like this now. Suzu Suzuki, you're watching me somewhere anyways, right? So Suzu makes her way out, and Mikey says, I'm tired, so hurry up. Funny line.
Fair.
Suzu, I won 2 matches today. You're going to fight against Hazuki on December 2nd, right? You better not lose. I'm the one who's going to crush you. I will crush you. Suzu says, Micah, congratulations. Well, it is a fact that I will beat Hazuki on December 2nd. It's she's not telling lies, she's telling facts. Uh, the beginning of hell start for you starts here. You lost to me at the 5-star, and you will lose to me at Rio Goku. Kor Kokugiken 2. Brain cannot process these words that easily. Like it says, at best on December 2nd, you do your best not to lose. I'll be waiting for you at Ryogoku, one step ahead, and then they kind of like put their heads together, kind of somewhat friendship, somewhat like enemy, like we're gonna fight. Suzu leaves. Micah says, as you can see, I'm the one with the most momentum right now, and I want to prove that I'm stronger than anyone without getting injured. At any rate, I still have many more matches before Ryogoku. But please come out to Ryogoku, Kokugiken, to see me wearing the red belt. And then she says, thank you very much, and she leaves.
Such a great sign off.
Yep.
Sweet, simple. Bye.
Bye!
Toodles. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this match. It'll be interesting to see who they choose to represent Stardom going into the new year. I'm very excited about this. You're muted.
It's going to be a new era of Stardom.
It is. It is. We're welcoming. We've been evolving some of these kind of newer faces in Stardom this year, and I think we're in for a new year, new era, new fun time in Stardom now. I hope we see more girls coming in, especially people like, oh, am I going to remember her name? Haruka Umasaki?
Sure.
Karma?
Sure.
You know Karma.
I know, I'm just saying sure.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
agreeing.
sure.
But before we get out of here, I want to give you a quick highlight of what's coming up next. We'll be
Mhm.
back next week with was it Stardom Nagoya Big Winter 2023, which will be our first episode with SNME Radio, where we drop that in audio form on their channel. So check that out if you are interested. If you're a big fan of SNME, we'll be coming to you live over there too. You have a high speed title match with May Sarah defending against Tekla. You have Nani Takahashi versus Scandinavian Hurricane in a mixed martial arts fight rules match. Pretty much UWF rules. Um, Julia defending her New Japan Strong title against Azumi. You have the Goddess of Stardom titles match for the vacant titles. Aphrodite challenging against the current contracted wrestler to be in the match, Divine Kingdom. And then you have World of Stardom title challenge match as Suzu Suzuki. Yeah, great card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is a stacked show.
Mm-hmm.
Very stacked
100%.
show. I'm excited to see that.
Me too.
Hmm. Let's get out of here so we can get some food and have a nap.
Yeah, you can find my butt. You can find my butt and all the rest of me over on Xmaps and on Blue Sky and Hive at that Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at that Canada Dude. Facebook, you find me at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk on Facebook. You can find me randomly whenever I'm going to pop up with Marvel Talk. Sometime this month, Rebound will premiere. We're talking 2008 Iron Man movie. In January, we'll be back with reviews of What If and Echo as full season reviews. You can find that at twitch.tv/our local establishment. All the replays over at youtube.com/at our local establishment. Also, don't forget to go over to check out our boy Mike Ref over at Backbreaker Video. Showing all of our great stuff at his channel, youtube.com/at Backbreaker Video. Please go check out his live content at twitch.tv/Mike the Referee. See him play video games, watch along with AEW, all that great stuff. You want replays of all that great gaming content, go to youtube.com/at Backbreaker Gaming. We can find stuff from him, Mr. PJC, Mr. Rick Jules, and the first guest, Mr. Kevin J.
Kayla J.
J.
Love Kayla J.
Kayla J.
Kayla J. Kayla J.
Melball, where can they find you?
If you're wanting to follow Melball, you can find her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can find her on everything else: Facebook, Mastodon, TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find her on our local establishments programming. There's going to be some rebranding of some spooky ooky stuff coming into this new year, so stay tuned to hear about that from the praying mantis, apparently. And this is coming out tomorrow, right, Andre, on the 7th?
What?
This is coming out on the 7th?
What is?
This.
Sure.
Well, on December 7th, depending on if it's today or if it has passed, you can also catch me on our local establishment show where I will be doing a watch along with Bobby Munson and Papa Smokes as we are checking out MLW, doing a fun little watch along. Okay, we're 1 minute. What are we doing? One shooter, straight shooter?
One shot. It's the MLW one shot.
One shot. Okay.
One shot.
Do not
Shot.
ask a Melball to be on your charades team. Clear evidence that I will fail you on that. If you're wanting to watch another show that I'm involved in, you can check out Astro Pizarro's show channel, where we do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. We just dropped an episode involving the favorites that we had in 2023 for the ladies and the ladies to look out for in 2024. So you want to go check that out. What else? If you're wanting to watch Stardom Wrestling, we will leave a link in the description box down below. It is stardom-world.com. It is 999 yen, or approximately $10 Canadian, but it's more like $9.50 according to that guy over there. That's still an amazing price to watch some amazing women's wrestling. You can go back and watch the stuff we talked about today. You can go back and watch the Goddess of Stardom tournament that Divine Kingdom won. You can go back and watch Suzu Suzuki win the 5-star Grand Prix. There's so many more things that you can go watch back there. See some familiar faces from WWE, from AEW, like Toni Storm, Jimmy Hayter, Shayna Baszler, Piper Niven, Io Shirai. So many amazing talents. Andre, my trusted friend and colleague, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
Just want to say thank you all so very much, all the great support. Please keep liking the video, subscribing to the channel, commenting down below, sharing this out, and hitting the notification bell to be alerted every time we drop a new video.
Ding dong.
I said I wasn't going to answer it earlier. Why would I answer it an hour and a half later? Oh,
If at first you don't succeed.
never try again.
Words of wisdom from Andre. And that being said, I am your Melball. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time. Mwah.